Hello everybody, welcome to our trail classes. For those who don't know what poison ivy is, it's a plant that makes you all itchy. Thusly, having 1, 2, 3 leaves, grows in a bunch of other non-itchy plants to hide itself. If you get it, you may be allergic to the oils, so anything that touches it, you want to wash or throw out. If you're lucky enough, you're not allergic to it. Also, scrub yourself down head to toe with some really good grease-cutting soap, like dish soap or something like that. 1, 2, 3 leaves, and usually a red stem. And it can get very, 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 very big. So don't touch this, ever. Poison ivy again, but in a different form. This one is the vine form. You can tell because it looks like a centipede. It's got all its little arms out, just sucking into the tree bark, and it's killing the tree by taking all the moisture out of it. Its defense mechanism is the oils that make you all itchy, so it doesn't want you to cut it. This is not poison ivy, but it's also the other invasive we talked about in the vine series. Anything that is a vine is bad. So I'm going to snip this at the bottom. I have poison ivy on my tool. And I have gloves on, but if I touch anything, I have poison ivy on my gloves. So if I touch myself somewhere else, or I take my gloves off and touch the tool, and then touch myself somewhere else, and then take a shower, you can get poison ivy pretty much anywhere. Anywhere you can think of in the bad places too, in the no-no spot. So you want to make sure you wash off your tool, use some kind of alcohol or something on it. Gloves or clothes, if you're not sure, you can buy cheap gloves, throw them out, or throw them in your wash, but try not to touch anything after you've been around this big dumb jerk vine, your big dumb jerk. Let's take a little more because I don't like you. So yes, this can get very big as well, and very small. There's a small one on this side. Starts off very, very tiny and innocent looking, but it gets bigger and hairy. It looks like it has hair. It's like the Sasquatch of the vine world. Sometimes it will have the leaves coming off of it, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a real jerk because it tricks you into thinking it's part of the tree, and you lean against it because it looks like it's part of the tree. And it's not. It's definitely not the tree. So hopefully this tree will survive. We've tried to cut all the vines around it carefully. So don't touch it. Don't touch. Everyone back off. Welcome back, everybody. We have more things to kill in the forest that are good, bad for the forest. Not good, very bad. This is what we call Oriental Bittersweet, I believe. It's another vine. It starts off looking like this, and it wraps itself around things, and then it just keeps going and taking everything it can from whatever it's wrapping around. So another one we want to kill and cut. Taking your loppers and carefully chopping through the main parts of the bittersweet. Now it gets very big. That's not it. We'll find another picture later of the really stupid big stuff. But since I have your attention, this is also a bad plant. It has thorns all over it. Bad plant. So anything that has a thorn on it is another must go. You've got to take it out. So trim, and then sometimes you get lucky and there's berries on them. You can eat those. Yeah. Oriental Bittersweet. You're welcome. Am I in? Okay. This is the Oriental Bittersweet again. Oh, shit. And it's in a bigger form now that you see how it wraps around. And this is one that was curling around another tree and killing it out. But it cuts out so easy. So easy. It looks kind of funny. Oh, there's poison ivy. And gray and smoothish. But this one wraps around things. That's how you can tell. Sometimes it's hugging the tree like this, like all the way around it, and it's squeezing it till it dies. So that's why we need to cut it out. Like that. These plants are invading the forest. And we need to get rid of them. So to help us all out, a nice pair of loppers that are sharp, and anything that is a vine, like this one, or the wild grape you may have noticed from our other series. We have other kinds of plants that are not good for the environment. Things with vines, or anything that's a vine, which poison ivy can be a vine. This, that's not poison ivy, that's grape. It is not good for anything except choking out the other trees and killing them. It's really kind of funny. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. You can pull it, but it falls down on you. You can cut it and just kill it. Kill it all. Just die. Kill you. It's just so much. So, the vines are usually, for grape, have a bunch of little shed. So if it's like this dry and peely, it's okay to touch, and it's definitely okay to kill. But it doesn't taste very good. Sometimes you'll see grapes on them. Let's find more stuff to kill. Remember me, this is grapevine again, in a bigger form. Selfish vine to try and help kill the grape at least. But you can see how big it gets. And it's got this weird sheddy bark on it again, so that's how you know it's wild grape. It goes out and around things. It doesn't necessarily wind around or cling to them. This is buckthorn, one of the nastiest invasives in the woods. They look like little shark's teeth. And you don't see them because they're spread out a little bit, but this is an invasive which, if you find it, touching me, it hurts. You want to trim it all out away from the trail, because if you go on the trail, this also does, what's the word? It gives you flat tires. So don't throw this in the tread. These little things pop off easily and they end up in everyone's tire. But if you see it, you want to cut this out as well, but you got to cut it out careful because these are sharp and they will land on you and get you all bloody and cut up. Let me see if I can just take, like that, and that. These you do not need to be polite with when you cut them out. Go away! I don't like you either. So you can rip these out if you want. But you want to cut them till they die. This is an old one that was cut a long time ago. See it? It's right here. It's dead. It's not growing back. This one will die. And then we can come pull it out later on. I have poison ivy on my tool.